Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Joseph Eng.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We're taking a look at your forecast to kick off 2025. About 5:46 here. Currently, you're looking at quiet conditions to start the day across most of our sky cams and no signs of any morning fog, but it's definitely a little chilly out there. Temperatures across the area in general look like they're mostly in the 40s. Low 40s north of I-10 and back into the mid 4 to upper 40s for the freeway itself, and maybe just barely the low 50s for a few spots. But that's if you're right along the coastline. For most of us, I think you'll probably want a light jacket or maybe even a coat heading out the door for the next couple of hours. At least that chilly start, though, and a bit of a northern breeze is keeping us free of any concerns for patchy fog. And satellite and radar, too, remains just about perfectly clear. There will be some little bits of thin cloud cover drifting overhead with your sunrise, and in general, those are going to be trying to be present throughout the day as some of those stream in from the west, but that's not really going to create significant shade for us locally. Our air is a little too dry and certainly not going to create any rain chances either. It looks like a quiet sunny day ahead of us for the most part, and that northeastern breeze still sticking with us should be a little more on the gentle side compared to yesterday. You'll still be getting the occasional gust around 15 and maybe close to 20 miles per hour over lunch, but maybe a little bit less than that for the afternoon, with your steady breeze throughout the day in general being around 10 miles per hour or less. Now, that is going to be a nice accompaniment to keep things comfortably dry, but it will still put a few degrees of chill onto the way your temperature feels. Let's take a look at that on Futurecast. The actual surface temperature itself is still going to be working with abundant sunshine. As we get into lunch, it looks like we'll climb through the 50s with a relative ease here, but only coming to rest largely in the lower 60s for this afternoon. So definitely a little bit of a cooler day here, and with the wind chill, if you're in the breeze, it may feel like the upper 50s the entire time, but there's definitely room to get a couple of warmer pockets out there. Overall, though, I think it's going to be a beautiful day to spend some time outdoors, maybe go for a jog or getting a little bit of yard care if either of those are part of your New Year's resolutions. But heading into this evening, that cooling trend does continue with whatever's left of the northeastern breeze, and you'll probably see it back down in the low 40s to upper 30s out the door tomorrow. At the same time, you may be starting to see some cloud cover reintroduce as you look to the big picture weather map here. Shifting high pressure is likely to turn that breeze a little more easterly to southeasterly at the surface, which means the mid-level is looking more south-southwesterly to bring in some of that cloud cover. Maybe just enough moisture to squeeze out a few isolated showers late Thursday night as a very weak cold front approaches. Now, it doesn't look like we're going to get much in the way of rain chances out of this, but it will reinforce the cooler temperatures across the area for Friday and Saturday. Looking a little further ahead, it looks like a stronger cold front will approach by Sunday to Monday. There's still room for the timing of this front to shift, but it will likely bring scattered showers and maybe a couple of storms to the area as we head into early next week. And there might be some stronger Arctic air behind this front as well. So we could see a few days with temperatures all the way back in the 50s and maybe a couple nights close to or below freezing next week. But nothing that cold this week. It looks like we're starting off with pretty mild conditions here. So get out and soak up that sunshine if you can.
Will do.